What's good, y'all? Welcome back to a brand new video. Now, normally around here when I'm introducing the video, I kind of give y'all a little taste of what we doing. Well, today I'm not 100% sure. I know we're taking a quiz, but from my knowledge, it's just random NBA facts. There is no direction whatsoever with this quiz, so I don't know how I'm going to title it. Before we get into it, I got to do my shout out to the day. So shout out to the homies for supporting the channel, but let's get into it. So this quiz is created by one of the OGs of the channel, Nick. He's been following the channel for forever. One of the first people I followed on Twitter. So Nick, you the man. At least I'm pretty sure your name is Nick. He go by AI on the Twitter, Allen Iverson. But he lives relatively close to me too. I ain't forget that part either, Nick. 23 questions, 15 minutes. As you can see at the bottom, we haven't played it just yet. Do you know these crazy NBA facts? I like the word crazy because I could use that in the title, and that means more views. Let's get into it. Number 1 out of 23. What language did Amari Stoudemire speak on the court so no one could understand him? I'm pretty sure it was Hebrew because I think he adopted to Judaism. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because I remember he was wearing the... Oh man, I feel uncultured because I don't remember what the name of the headpiece is for Jewish males, but I'm pretty sure I saw him wearing one of those before. A yarmulke. Boom. Yes. Who has the most career three-pointers out of these guys? Alex English, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Patrick Ewing, or Shaquille O'Neal? I feel like he threw the name Alex English there as, oh, it should be Alex English because Alex English was a guard or a forward, so he was at the perimeter more. But then again, he may have put it there to throw me off, you know? But Shaq only made like 2 career threes. Kareem played in a period of time when threes weren't really a thing. It was more later in his career, so I don't think he was jacking up threes. And Patrick Ewing wasn't that guy either, so maybe it just is Alex English. Patrick Ewing has more threes than Alex English. Alex English was a scorer too. Like, he put up major numbers, so I'll take that L. How many years of retirement are most NBA players broke? 5 years. There's an NBA documentary about this. I think it's called like Going Broke, and it focuses on a few NBA players that represent the majority, just NBA players not knowing how to manage their money. Because when they come into the league, they're 18, 19 years old. They never had this type of money, so they go and ball. And I don't blame them, but eventually you got to settle down, and then boom, 5 years later, they're broke, which is sad. Antoine Walker is a great example of that, but I think he recovered. How many times have the quintuple double occurred in basketball, high school through NBA, men or women? Oh, so this is not just an NBA question. This is from high school and college, men or women. I have no idea. I know it hasn't happened in the NBA. I don't think so, at least, or I would know. But it had to happen at least once. So let's go 0. Let's take off 0. Let's take off 6. Between 2 to 3, 2 to 3. Let's go number 2. Yes, it is. Where did Ron Artest apply during his rookie season with the Bulls in order to get an employee discount? This place is no longer exists. You may be too young to know what Circuit City was, but Circuit City it was the place to go. Like Best Buy, one of these electronic shops back in my day. When I was younger, I used to love going to Circuit City because it had everything electronic. Then there was like a music section where you can play instruments and stuff. Circuit City was everything, but it went out of business. And that's what Ron Artest applied to his rookie year. How many points were scored between both teams in the lowest scoring NBA game of all time? Okay, so this is before the shot clock, I'm guessing. 62 is way too high. It's between 33 and 37. Let's say it's 37. Yes. Who averaged 5.5 blocks? That's Mark Eden. He was eating up the shots, you know. Who did the Bulls draft 10th round in 1984? Okay, here it is, guys. So yes, I am a Bulls fan, but stuff like this, I could not tell you. I got a whole book of Bulls history that I read through, but I cannot tell you who's drafted in the 10th round in 84. Let's say it was Calvin Pierce. No. Or it could have been Ricky Rose. You saw that, Ricky Ross? I saw that. The Bird, that could have been a real NBA player, but I'm thinking about, rapper Rick Ross.
Shout out to all the pair.
The Bird on the Twitter logo is named Larry the Bird because of Larry Bird. That's true. I knew that. That's true. What NBA great owns 10% of all Five Guy Burgers restaurant in the U.S.? That's Shaquille O'Neal. And I learned this while eating at Five Guys. I don't know if this is for every Five Guys. I've only been to one. It's one close to me. And like all around is like magazines and posters of people rating their food. And there's just this big poster of Shaq with like one in this hand and one in this hand. It's legendary. And Shaq is legendary too. Who has missed the most career field goals in NBA history? That's Kobe. But don't think about that. Kobe was amazing.
Knock away, cross court left, open, Kobe Bryant for three, another air ball.
Who was the first player in NBA history to earn $100,000 salary? Think about that now, man. People are making $35 million a year, but back in the day, Wilt Chamberlain was the first. I'm taking a guess. Wilt Chamberlain was the first to make $100,000. And that was, I mean, that was big money then. But now 35 million is like, that's big money. What NBA player was the first to make an underhand granny style free throw? Fun fact. Physicists have proven that the underhand free throw is most effective. That would be Rick Barry. I wish more people would do it today. I think there was one guy that plays for Houston that does it. I don't know if he still plays for Houston, but in the summer league he did. The granny shot, man. You wouldn't catch me ever shooting granny style, like in a legitimate game. It's just not what I want to do. An NBA player attempted to rob a Detroit gas station with a mask. The attendant said, "I know it's you, blank." To which he replied, "No, man, it ain't me." I've never heard this story before. This sounds like some stuff that I need to research. Okay, I know it can't be Lamar Odom, because if it was Lamar Odom, I would have heard about it. I know it's not Ben Wallace, because if it was Ben Wallace, I would have heard about it. And I know it's not Charlie Bell for the same reason. I would have heard about it. So Reggie Harding, I have no idea who this is, but apparently he tried to rob a Yo, don't be surprised if you see me make a whole video on that. I got to do some research, but that is a crazy story that I've never heard before. What NBA player said, "I'm the only player in the NBA who makes less money than his father"? Okay. Kevin Love's dad did play in the NBA, but Kevin Love has made extra crazy money compared to his dad. Same thing with Austin Rivers. Patrick Ewing Jr., he didn't really make the NBA. He was here for like a year, then that was it. Bill Laimbeer. I had no idea Bill Laimbeer's dad was in the NBA. Let's say it was Patrick Ewing Jr. just because he was only here for such a small amount of time. It was Bill Laimbeer. Wow, I had no idea his pops played in the NBA. Who are the only players in NBA history to win a regular season MVP, Finals MVP, and Olympic gold medal in the same year? That is my number one and my number two of the all-time greatest list. Jordan and LeBron, baby. Jordan and LeBron. How much could Manu Bol squat when he was drafted in the NBA? I don't know. And I don't look at me. You know, I don't lift weights, so I don't know if 41 pounds is a lot. I don't know if 110 is a lot. But Manu Bol, he's just really scrawny, you know, he's real thin. So I'm guessing, let's go with, but 41 seems way too low. But then again, I have nothing to compare it to. Let's go 83. It was 55. Okay. In what city was the NBA game forfeited on account of rain? All right, so this could be a question like Seattle gets a lot of rain, like a lot of rain. It's one of the most rainiest parts of the NBA of the USA. So they're used to rain, so they shouldn't be canceling unless there's like some crazy downpour. Let's go with that. Let's go with it. Let's go with my gut. It says Seattle is the place, and Seattle was. What NBA player has never fouled out of a game? I think LeBron recently just fouled out for his first time like a year or two ago. But this is a crazy stat because it's actually Wilt Chamberlain. Never fouled out. Big man, center, one of the most dominant centers of all time, never fouled out of the game. No matter how many blocks he got, he went out there fouling out, which is crazy. How many teams have won the NBA championship over the last 10 years or 30 years? It is 10. Who scored the most points in the 1980s? That's Alex English. I talked about him a little while ago. Alex English filled it up offensively. Who was suspended for a record 86 games? That's, of course, Ron Artest. You're going to get suspended for a big amount of time if you go in the crowds and you're throwing punches with the fans. And he was having a great year, too. It was early, but he was starting off the year crazy great. Ron Artest is the man. Who has the most Shaq and the Fools MVP? That is our boy JaVale McGee. And there it is. We got an 83%. The average is a 54. Shout out to my boy Nick again for creating this 19 out of 23. It's a pretty good score. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave it a like. For tomorrow, shout out, let me know the craziest fact you could think of that maybe I don't know. If you missed yesterday's video, please go back and watch it. It was one of the most fun videos I ever created. It's me just saying one good thing about every NBA team, and it was a little difficult, but I think it was one of my best videos. So if you missed that on a Sunday, watch it on the Monday. So thank y'all so much. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Can't wait for them vests and them Rarries. They didn't let flex in the party. No, you can't get in my section, I'm sorry. They thinking I'm stressing, but hardly. Smoke on my chest like I'm Marley. Start on me, bitch, I'm a flex in a heartbeat. Bitch, I'm a flex in a hobby. 100 the gang, we the mob, we the army.